Hold on.
Hey y'all. Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Good
Welcome to An
evening.
Unscripted Beautiful Life.
We back again. We are back. How's everybody? How's everybody been? You checking the status?
Yes, honey, go ahead.
So we are back. Got a little brief. I think I did get your chapstick. We had a little brief stoppage for life. So when life, y'all, we just got to keep it going. So we had to stop for a second. And today's topic is balancing work and your personal life. It's difficult, y'all. It's not enough time in the day.
I don't think I'm managing very well
Why you say that?
because I just feel like I'm all over the place. Like everything is just everywhere.
I mean, that's life's. And so this is probably why it was a great topic for us to discuss. Um, and in these times of uncertainty, life will life. So we try to help out with trying to help people with balancing their work and personal life. So I just did a little research as I was waiting for our middle baby to get out of practice. Mondays are going to be very difficult, y'all, because she practices until about 7:30. Um, so work, life, and personal life balance. Where do you start? I don't know.
What's balance?
Hmm. Well, the definition of balance is trying to make sure that everything's equal. That's balancing. So I don't know if you could. I don't know if you could say that with work in your life, saying that everything's equal, because this might be some times where you may need to have the balance of your work be a little bit less and take on more personal.
Like we just did this topic. Okay, keep going.
So um trying to I guess you really have to sit down and one day just map out your days, because I know it's kind of hard to do these things when we have so much going on in our lives, especially if you have kids or if you have a business and you're still trying to work. um, it's it's difficult. It's difficult, but it can easily be. It can. Let me not say easy, because it's not easy. Um, it's difficult. It's difficult, but it's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with things being difficult. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some understanding, but you have to. When I was looking at it, sometimes you may have to say no, and that's in your personal life. That's in your work life. Sometimes you may just have to say no. I can't do it, because a lot of times I feel like we always bite off too much that we could chew. So I always say, man, it may be not. It's not enough time in a day. Do you feel that? Do you feel like it's not enough time in a day sometimes, man?
All the time.
All the time. So I guess the only way we could try to do that is having some type of schedule. But do we always stick to a schedule? We don't always stick to a schedule. Um, I know it's sometimes at work where I'll be like, yeah, I gotta do X, Y, Z, but then something may pop up. That's just like in life where you say, okay, I got my day planned out that I want to do this, and this, and then while you at your first thing, it may take longer. Then that throws off the rest of your day. It throws off the rest of the schedule. Um, but it's nothing wrong with that neither, because that's just a part of life. That's a part of, I guess, trying to understand the world that we're in.
For
Uh,
me, I think it's about being realistic what's on your plate, right? Like you might have the to-do list of everything that needs to be done, but if when you look at how long you think something's going to take and it's going to take 5 hours and you really only have an hour to give, is that realistic that that's going to be something you're going to get done? So for me, in order to find the balance, I have to be realistic with what I can and can't do. And like you were saying, sometimes that means saying no, right? Setting up the boundaries and saying, okay, today I can't do it because of X, Y, and Z. But I think also, no matter how we look at it, it's like, okay, when you're trying to balance life, it's other things as like parents, as couples that you have to consider because it's not just our schedule, right? It's the kids' schedule. It's trying to get them to different activities and understanding that, okay, if they're going to play sports, then that means we somehow have to navigate what that looks like on our schedule. And so that's the part where I'm saying I'm having a hard time balancing it because it's just like we just it seems like we ripping and running. So then when I sit back and say, well, where's the time for me? I don't have that. You know what I mean? Like I don't have the time to be able to just sit and write or sit and create something or journal or just, whatever it is, because I'm like, okay, I got to get Nicholas here. I got to get Ariana picked up, or I have work for my master's program, like all of those different things. Like it's just
and then trainings.
in training. Right. So it's just like, how do you find the balance between life and work so that you don't get lost in the shuffle of it all?
I guess that's why we be out here doing these things because we trying to figure it out as well. Um, I would say this: it's very difficult trying to balance all those things. I would just say try not to let it overwhelm you because it's easy. It's easy to let it be like, you know what? I don't. I'm not. I can't do that. I can't do that. So that's when it's that time when you might have to say, no, I can't do that. Or you lean on your spouse more and say, hey, listen, today ain't the day for me to be doing no ripping and running. Can you do this, and this? Um, I try to pick up as much as I can to take some load off of Trina as much as possible. Um, I don't know if it's successful or not. You could say
Hey,
yes or no.
beautiful.
Um, but it's it's um it's one of those things to where we have to lean on each other. We have to lean on each other a lot more. So if there's anything I can do more, just tell me. I try my best to help out as much as I can. So just looking at the overview, it says setting clear boundaries, managing time effectively, prioritizing self care, and personal activities. it,
Oh, that sound good.
it does. I was just getting
But
right. I
how do
was getting ready to go
you
into that because I was like, that's very hard to do when you're when it's just you and your spouse and you have other things to do. Now let's add in children. Let's add in if somebody has a pet. Let's add in all these things. Adding all these things, it makes you look at it and you're like, can we get 25 hours in a day, not just 24? But then we still have to sleep. We still gotta eat. Still gotta go to work. It's still so many things that we're trying to balance. But the only thing I can honestly say is try not to let it overwhelm you and only take in what you could take in for that day or for that week. Have your chart, and if you say, okay, I'm gonna give whatever hours. Let's everybody gotta work their 8 hours. You get your 8 hours. All right, what I gotta set out at least an hour for myself, 45 minutes for myself in the midst of coming home from work, driving. Like it's so many things that we take an effect every day. Nobody takes effect of driving to work. Even if it take you 10 minutes That's still 10 minutes out your day that you could have put towards something else, but you have to put that in your schedule. And a lot of times we don't put those things in our schedule. You sit down, you eat for 30 minutes. We don't put that in our schedule. But it's so many things that we try on a day to day just to try to get done. And you just sitting there looking like, if I had one more hour, but what would we do with that one more hour? I don't know. I don't know. Um, but as I'm printing at work. So staying on the set boundaries, define work hours, stick to Pacific work hours. So some have a flexible work schedule to where they as long as they work their 8 hours. Um, Try to be flexible with that. Some people don't have that flexibility to be able to say, "Oh, I can work these hours at this time," and so then it says, and then don't it says don't take calls or take things outside of work. That's very hard to do when you're a teacher. I did that for X amount of years. It's that's another thing that's hard to do because you bring work home so much because you are grading papers, you are creating lesson plans, you are doing all these other things, and so it's so easier said than done. Because again, if you don't do it, then it never gets done, right? So it has to get done. And then it's like I'm not gonna just sit at work and do it. So you're trying to figure out that time. One key thing says learn to say no. Don't overcommit yourself to certain things.
But you I'm asking questions because I'm like, you're telling me all of this good stuff, but how do you realistically do that? If you know you have to get things done, if you have to get kids to here and there, how do you get it all done without it making you feel overwhelmed? I'm literally asking because that's where I'm at right now.
Some like you said, you gotta lean on your spouse. Say no. I can't do this today. I gotta focus on this.
But if what if it's situations where there's things that you can't do?
That I can't do,
Right.
or just
Or the
saying something
spouse,
the
like
spouse
if
period.
it's something that you and your spouse are trying to talk it out and you're trying to figure it out, but the things that have to get done are things that they can't be delegated. Like it literally falls on you. Like you can't do my schoolwork. You know what I mean? You can't grade my papers.
I can help you grade your
You can't
papers.
do. You can't do. You can't.
Why?
Because it's my lesson. I taught the kids. I know the kids. But I'm just saying. I'm just giving you examples.
I mean, that's why I was trying to help insert myself and say, well, I can help with that. But then that's where I say, well, whatever that's kid related that I can do, that's when I will step in to help when I can. I'll say no, I don't. I don't. Okay.
I'm asking. We having a conversation. These are hypotheticals. I'm not saying this is what you're doing.
Yeah, yes.
Guess what?
I'm saying yes.
Oh,
I'm agreeing.
Lord.
But yeah, so when it's things that you can delegate to me, delegate it to me, and I'll do what I can. Have no problem helping out where I can. Um, and like you said, it's some things that I can't do. I can't I can't do your lesson plans. If I can do them, I don't know if you're going to be able to use them. you, know, you know what I mean? So I definitely, like I said, I want to help out where I can help out. So in the areas that I can't, I don't have an answer for that one because I can't help that. Like you said, I can't grade the papers. I can, but I don't know if she will want me to.
No, but I'm
I don't
asking.
know if she was allowed to.
I'm
Let's say that.
asking this because this literally is conversations that everyone has with themselves on, okay, we know that we want to create balance between our personal life and work, but how do you do that? is the question we ask all the time. Like, okay, it's easy for us to say, okay, don't put everything on your to-do list. Delegate what you can, but sometimes you're forced to have to deal with some of this stuff. So then, like, what do you say to the person, me, for example, that has to push through it no matter what, because somebody is depending on me to get it done? It's not, I can't, how do you stay in a positive mindset, not feeling overwhelmed when you know that to-do list is yours and only yours, that there's nothing else that you can give to anybody else to help you?
Probably not gonna like my answer,
Okay.
because you're going. It's everybody's. I shouldn't say everybody said it, but everybody gonna say it. Is that's when you gotta really be like stop and I don't want to say prioritize, but see what's most important in your to do list, right? See what's most important. All right, I know I have to do this. I have to do this. What can hold off? What can hold off? Because again, like it's not enough time in the day to do everything that we need to do and that we want to do. So you look at it and you say, what is it that I have to do that I know I have to do this because there's a deadline, but what can get pushed off because I have a longer deadline?
So it's for looking at the priorities of things.
And that's the craziest thing is
Hey,
that's
Tiff.
on here as well is prioritizing your things because it's certain like I say sometimes we go up there and say, oh yeah, we could do that, but then something else pops in, right? And that takes priority over this. So then maybe we'll say, you know what, I can't do that because this came up. And we have a hard time as people of doing that, is that we still try to figure out how we can manage to get through that, to get through what was added to our plate. Because again, we prioritize, we say, all right, this has to be done now, but I've already committed to this. Can I say no to this?
Okay, so I'm throwing myself out there. This is therapy for me today. So I'm the person, got it all on my to-do list. I know what the priorities are, but it's still not getting done. So then, because it's not getting done, or maybe I've reached out for support, don't get the support, then I go in shutdown mode. And then nothing gets done. Then I have attitude of knew I can't depend on nobody, so that's why I don't ask. Like I'm just giving example because I know how I am. Like I'm my default setting is when people don't show up, when I'm asking for the help and they don't show up, I'm going to be like, mm, and I'm gonna try, and then I stop reaching out. But then I realize not reaching out anymore puts the additional burden back on me once again to have to try and figure it out. So how do you navigate, right, the life and work balance and households and all that other stuff when you don't get the support that you need? And I'm not saying that that's you. This is just an example because I've had several conversations with others about this very thing.
You can't tell me it's not me. I'm
Um,
gonna take it personal.
oh my God.
Say no.
I'm giving an example because these are real conversations that
So I don't want to be that guy, but you asked that question, so I have to be this guy. And we just had this conversation the other day, not about us, but you asked me a question, and all I can say is I don't know. I don't know if you remember what I'm talking about.
no.
Friday,
Oh, okay.
you with me?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. So again, we in seasons, right? And what season are we in right now?
Me personally,
No, in life, what season are we in
I
in
don't
life?
know because right now, I'm
Outside.
the world is like dark. That
Well,
like
babe, think of when I
it's
say seasons. Let's think of winter, fall,
okay. So we're
spring,
in fall,
and
and
what
this
happens
is
in the fall.
retreat, you go into habitats, and this truly is called sad
and
season.
and then what else happens with the trees though?
Yes, the leaves fall
They
away. I
fall
get
off.
that.
So again, it might be have time to shake some leaves.
But what if a leaf is your spouse?
See, that's what I say. I take it personally. I take it personally. Then that I gotta step up.
I'm just messing with
Nah,
you.
you being serious, so
No,
it
I'm
is
not.
what it is. It's
I'm
all
not.
right. It's all right, babe. That's what this for. You telling
On
me?
live though, it's a conversation.
Yeah, you telling me without telling me. I gotta step my stuff. Man, I almost throw the F word, SI word out there.
Oh
But
God,
so
I'm not messing with you.
no, this is real though, baby. Like, I mean, this if I'm we can't sit here and try to help people if I'm not helping. So if that shot is fired at me,
It's not.
listen, listen, it's okay.
Don't be raising
It's
your voice at
okay.
me.
It's okay, babe. It's okay. It's okay. And this is where, honestly, babe, this is where how we grow. Because we couldn't have sat here and had no conversation about this. This don't would have been two pit bulls and a Rottweiler at each other's throat right now. So I'm not taking this personal, babe. Like if I have to step up more, I just gotta do what I gotta do. It
Okay.
is that's just what it is.
It says, why move into the default? Create another default that doesn't lead to getting stuck. It does want, it just want it. But Tiff, for me, it's not getting stuck. It's me realizing that it's me. I don't know how to say this without saying it the wrong way.
Against the word.
No, it's me. It's me still being open to have others support me and be there for me when there has been examples of it's not um that it's not that the support isn't reciprocated. Let me say that. And so because it's not reciprocated, then I may have the tendency to, oh, okay, I'm gonna stop showing up. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's not that I'm getting stuck, but it's just that I start realizing that I guess for me it's the expectation that if I'm showing up and supporting you or helping you, then when I'm in need, where is that support as well? But now I'm also understanding, okay, not everybody is going to be able to show up the way that I can because their capacity is different. And so I have to be like, okay, am I going, because they can't do for me or support me, am I going to stop showing up the way that God is asking me to?
And you can't.
I can't unless He says stop.
Unless he say stop.
Yeah.
And it's it's so crazy, man, that you say that because I was was having this conversation with somebody about that, and the whole thing was is that somebody, all right, we show up for somebody at 100%, right? And when we show up for that person or people, no matter what it is, at 100%, right? And we give that 100% that one time we go, but then the person that we want to come back, right? That to reciprocate that what we had, they can only get 10%. And they can only get 10%. They can only get 10%. So every time they show up, they only can only give you 10%. But it equals up to that 100% that you gave that one time. That's how we kind of look at it. Like, wow, you ain't give me 100% when you showed up that time. But so the conversation that I had was accept what that person can give you at the time because that might be all that they could give.
Right. And then that's where we have to sit back and ask the questions. Okay, if they're not able to give me that level that I need,
Right.
right? Then does that mean I'm supposed to pull back, or do I just continue in hopes that, you know what I mean? Like it goes back to when you're thinking about a relationship and how they tell you to bring something to the table. It's the same way I'm looking at it. is in, and if you was coming to the table but you didn't come to the table with what I needed, then if I still stayed in the relationship, then am I settling? So if I wouldn't settle in my relationship with you, why would I settle in my relationship with my friendships? So then that's where the question that I start having is, why am I still in this friendship?
Uh, I guess I would say because
Hey, beautiful.
they're showing up at the capacity that they could.
Right. But I have to make the determination, is the capacity of all of the, is their level of capacity enough for me? Is it enough for what I need? And if I can't honestly say that anymore, then I have to start questioning.
Shaking leaves.
Shaking leaves.
It's hard.
Yeah, it is hard because especially like if you look at some friendships, right? You'd be like, I was there, best friends with her for 10 years.
Right.
And people look at a number, but don't realize, okay, y'all have just outgrown yourself. We talked about this once before, like the different seasons of friendship. How did we get started on this when our topic was finding life balance?
Because trying to balance our
He
friendship.
was trying. Hey, Mr. Johnson. Rick didn't show up how I needed him for like Tiff. I'm not messing with you. Leave Rick alone. He not on here to defend himself. But it's a serious, especially because you're talking about the leads and falls. Like, we have to stop. Not even just friendships, but in life, the things that we want to accomplish, the things that we need to accomplish, our to-do list, and look at it the same way. If there's goals on our to-do list that we've been trying to get done, but we know we mentally, right, mentally, physically, and spiritually can't give it the effort that it needs, then maybe it shouldn't be on our to-do list anymore.
Yeah.
Until we know, okay, I can complete that. I'm at max capacity, right? Because I know Dr. Vicky always talks about you can't pour from an empty cup.
Right.
Like you fill your cup first and everyone else gets the overflow.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm halfway full and I'm looking at my to-do list and there's 5 things on here that gotta get done, but I can't because I'm only at 50%, then maybe these things they shouldn't be on my list. So it's like when you think about your capacity and trying to create the balance. I'm sorry, let me say that back. When you're looking at how to create the balance between life and work, you got to look at your capacity first. Because it's like we always saying, I can't take care of nobody else unless I take care of me. Well, if my cup is only 50% full, I can't get nothing done.
Right.
I wouldn't even know how to come and ask somebody for help. Because I don't know what I need. I don't know what I fully need.
You're right. You're right. Yeah. So that is. I guess we have to start looking at our to-do list then.
I think we have to. And Philip, that you are so right. We stay. It's a waste of time. But I think when we're looking at how to manage life, work, kids, relationships, we really do got to say, okay, where am I at mentally, physically, and spiritually?
Yeah, because we don't do that.
We don't. Because if
we might miss something in there.
Something's missing. Yeah. Like mentally, I might be gone.
Right.
But spiritually, I'm like, okay, God, I know you're gonna give me the strength to get through it. And physically, okay, I'm kicking, everything's going. But mentally, I'm like, I'm not fully present.
Right, tapped out.
And it's good. It's good this topic came up because in the Beautiful Society, we're doing the theme for this month is being fully present. And it's the same way. I can't be fully present if I don't have the balance between life and work.
Absolutely. It's hard to be when it's teetering.
Yeah.
So again, babe, like if I won't sit here and just think that we're talking about somebody else. I'm not gonna take it personal, but I hear you.
Okay. We'll talk later.
I mean, it's because like you say, I don't care, and it's just it's a person thing. So if somebody says something, you gotta understand it. You can't
So,
just hear it.
right. But I think the thing that we have to remember in relationships is that if you hear me or if I'm expressing what I feel, that you can't take anything personal.
I'm not.
I'm not saying no, no, no. I'm not saying you
Oh,
are, because I do know some people will.
yeah,
They go, what you mean I never show up for you? What you mean I don't never do anything for you? No, no, no. Hear me out. Like you gotta really. It comes back to with any relationship. It comes back down to the communication of things. How am I communicating that I need support? Am I, or am I taking the stance of, well, I asked before, nobody showed up, so I've stopped asking? Or am I coming from the person, you don't never do nothing for me. Every time I ask you, da 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 da, I need you to do this, and that. Who gonna receive that?
you don't.
That's what I'm saying.
You
So
don't, because
it's
that right there, where that person, including myself, can take that personal.
that right. So
Hmm.
it's okay. In the midst of trying to figure out how to communicate it, you got to figure out what's the best way. How can I say what needs to be said with the tone, right? Being the right way. Stop looking at me like
Wait, what do you mean? I'm just looking at you because I'm hearing you talk, and I was going, I'm gonna tell y'all, I did the complete opposite of what we said not to do, because as you sitting there talking, I'm sitting there like, oh, I'm gonna say something back.
see,
I'm gonna
that's
say something back, but it wasn't gonna be like a personal thing. I was just gonna say what you asked me to do this weekend. I took care of both of those things.
oh my
but
gosh.
but but babe, I'm gonna tell you,
Right.
this is so much growth for us. We couldn't have did this a couple years ago. Babe, this laptop would have been flipped down the microphone. We are done. We are done, y'all. This conversation is over. I don't even know when we're coming back on, but
Like
this is
this is on what we on what's the on a writer strike.
this is like, I'm grateful, babe. I'm grateful because I know that I ain't been doing what I need to do. But for you to say it, I hear you, babe. I ain't taking it personal. I hear you. I gotta do better. So that's what's gonna happen. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but it's a start. It's a start. You gotta start somewhere. There's a starting and there's an ending. So I'm gonna start somewhere. And I think I did this weekend, babe, because you did not have to ask me twice. What? Well, let me say that again. Say that again, because you probably asked me 3 or 4 times. But when you asked me this time, I made sure I got it done.
But
I'm
was it
sorry.
at your best effort? Let me ask that.
The refrigerator,
Uh-huh.
yes,
Okay.
because I you wanted just the tape, and I tried the glue first. That didn't work, so then I had to go back to the tape. So the next step is taking everything out. Hey, do we have a solder? I think I got a fix. I really do. I really do. I'm glad we talked about this because I really think I got a fix for it. But it's got a band-aid on it right now. It's got a band-aid on it right now until I can fully mend that broken piece. Yeah. Yeah. So we had a start. We are at
Are
a
we?
start. Yes. Yes. We are at a start.
Okay. Okay.
But you still had that solder thing though, right? Okay, cool. Cool. I got some in my head that it might be able to work.
Sir,
But
the
yeah,
last time you tried to do a home improvement project in here, you got injured. So
No,
Do we
babe.
need
No,
You talking
no,
about bringing
no,
out the solder?
no,
He ain't never
no.
dealt with a solder at all. Why is he
Yes.
trying to?
Yes, we soldered your bracelets together. Yes.
That was two people doing it together. Now you doing it by yourself.
I got it. I got it. I got it. I'm not gonna get hurt no more, y'all. You see?
You see the look on
Look,
my face,
y'all
right?
see what I'm dealing with, right? I ain't doing that again. I ain't doing that again,
Sir,
y'all.
really?
Yeah, I ain't doing that again.
Look, Mike,
Yes,
when I
on
call
live.
you, because he done, nope.
On live. On live.
See?
On
Thank you,
live.
Sabrina. Tell him again. Stay away from the equipment.
The heavy machinery.
The cutters is not heavy machinery.
It's heavy machinery.
That is not heavy machinery. How?
It's not heavy, but they consider that heavy machinery
Oh my
because
gosh.
it could
I'm
do
not.
damage. That's why it's considered heavy machinery.
And the
And
solder
it
thing
does.
can't lead to a fire.
It ain't gonna lead to no fire because I got this part. I got this part. Yeah, just know this. If you have a routine of doing things, stick with your routine. That's where I messed up. I didn't stick with my routine. And somebody told me to wear gloves. I had never wore gloves, so wasn't my routine. My routine was to use my step ladder, and I did not use it. So please, y'all, wear your PPEs, and if you got step stool, use that too. Use it, y'all. Use it because it definitely helps. But it's always a but.
The but cancels out everything you just said. Yes, it
No,
does.
listen. It was something that had to be done. Had to be done. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason.
Sabrina said we're gonna need you tonight.
Listen, I'm with y'all. I don't want any more accidents, but I myself personally
Just go on and send us the number, contact information for the best handyman.
I created my own problem. And
you done. You about to be kicked out.
I created that problem. It was not the machine. It was nothing but myself because
your carelessness.
That's what I'm saying. I was very careless. And not to make no excuses for it, but I had a game that day, so my mind was still at the game. So, and it wasn't. It really, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, if I didn't have a game, like say my game wasn't scheduled, I probably would have used it. My mind just wasn't focused on.
What game did you have that day?
We were supposed to have a game that Saturday morning. It got canceled, so that's why I got up to do the yard work. And that's why I was like, I'm suing the county because it wasn't even nothing wrong with the fields. So we should have still had my game, and I wouldn't have been out there to even have this accident. But the way the world works, it ain't no telling what could have happened that day. So I say thank you for allowing me,
right, Sabrina,
to have this incident, and it's making me a better person.
Sir,
I can make a fist. See? No, but you can't even tell that I'm missing nothing because it's there. It's a great time, y'all.
What
Great
was you talking about?
But that work-life balance.
Oh.
And sometimes we may have to take some things off our to-do list. We may have to shake some dead leaves.
I think that's the biggest thing is looking at the list and taking things off. Like that whole I'm Superwoman, that song, like throw the whole song away. Like stop trying to be Superwoman, stop trying to be Superman and thinking that you're going to get it all done or that you have to be the one to get it all done because we don't. If we don't do it, somebody else will. And if it don't get done, there's tomorrow.
Yep.
And that's the part I think we have to give ourselves the grace on.
There's
because
tomorrow.
there is tomorrow.
And
But now if God is saying do it right now, you gotta do it right now.
You gotta move to his beat, his drum.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, you take that to-do list and you look at it and you like,
Sabrina says equipment is off your to-do list.
Heavy machinery. I still gotta do. So y'all telling me I can't cut the grass? Still got to cut the grass. I gotta go out there and get them leaves done. That's gonna be done. I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. Do not rake your leaves. Put your bag on your lawnmower and just cut them joints. Oh, it saves so much time, y'all. It saves so much time. Trust me.
See, thank you, Carrie Ann. Thank you.
I got all my limbs. I'm just missing a little situation. It don't change nothing. They still run like well, yeah, it's still
Oh
running.
my gosh. Listen, y'all. So the homework for y'all, because we always gotta give y'all some homework, is to really look at your to-do list and have the conversations with whoever you need to have the conversations with to figure out, are there things that can be delegated, and if not, why not? Because I'm pretty sure everything on your to-do list can. Or prioritize the task and focus on getting the main things done first. And then once those things are done, then go back and look at the rest of it. Because if there are the main things on there, literally, once we knock those out, everything else is going to be a piece of cake.
So just to recap on what everything you said, set boundaries, manage your time and workload, prioritize your personal life and self-care, and then seek support and
Sabrina said you're giving me flashbacks.
Oh, what?
Because you keep talking about that situation.
Oh, she was there with y'all that day too? Dang, I ain't mean for everybody to feel this, and I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry at this. I guess y'all had took my wife, so I wanted her back. That was the way of me getting her back down here, and then I didn't even let her come back. So that's crazy.
Boy.
But yes, thank y'all for showing up.
Listen, Tiff, sometimes that's the start, is having those conversations. But it really
don't take them personal.
It really does come down to, when you're looking at your to-do list, what is your capacity to get it done? Can you, or do you need to have a conversation with somebody else and be like, listen, I can't do this. Can you help me? And then keep it moving.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, y'all. And like you said, we in the season of the fall where leaves change, and they regrow. Let them leaves fall, y'all. Let them leaves fall. They're gonna grow back.
Yeah.
They're gonna grow back greener. They're gonna grow back healthier. So appreciate y'all for coming on with us.
Thank
Another
y'all
day.
for joining us.
Yes.
We will see y'all on next week edition of well, we think. Wait,
hold on, babe. It's the games.
No,
Monday
they
and
don't start
Wednesdays?
till the 12th. So Wednesday will be good. We're good next Monday. It's the following Monday may be questionable.
So we might have to
Ariana is playing
switch it.
basketball, and so games are on Mondays and Wednesdays. So next week we'll be on for sure. It's the one after that we're not so quite sure yet. We gotta look at the schedule, because if the girls are first, then yeah. So stay tuned, y'all. We're not moving it to another night. We just want to have to make it work the best way that we can make it work. So
you might be seeing us sitting in the stands talking before a game start. So, we outside in the car or something.
Right.
Yeah, so, we gonna work it out, y'all, because we had to change it. We changed it this year because of soccer.
Yeah, because of soccer.
Yeah, and then so much going on.
Yeah,
but see, again, that's prioritizing our time, y'all. So we still got to make time for y'all, so that way we helping out too.
Yep.
So
y'all have a good evening. We'll talk to y'all next week.
Yes, have a great one.
Like your froze. Have a good one, y'all.